Hi guys, I'm Leanne and here I am with my weight loss journey. I'm just at work and I thought I'm going to record this video because I like to try to give you the full look of what a weight loss journey involves, and it wouldn't be me if I wasn't totally honest and didn't tell you the ups, downs and the highs and all of it. So today is Tuesday and I have worked all day Monday while late and all day, well, I'm here all day Tuesday, and I'm okay with that because that's how my work works and it goes really up and down. I have had a fantastic weekend, like it was absolutely brilliant. I went on a really brilliant walk with Oliver. We went to the B29 crash site. I've popped that video up if you're bothered about checking it out. It was like I felt fantastic. I felt so much more capable, lighter, more maneuverable. Like my body didn't hurt half as much. I wasn't out as half as much out of breath. I got my 12 stone award like last weigh-in, which was an amazing thing that I achieved that I totally didn't realize I was gonna get yet. I really didn't expect it. And I've also fitted into an old jacket, which all these videos are up there if you want to check them out. And like, I was absolutely feeling amazing, like up until Monday. For some reason, I just woke up yesterday and just felt so low. Like I was being overcritical, I was massively in my own head, and I don't know why, because I'd had loads of lovely comments, loads of support, nothing had actually happened, but I just felt a bit stuck and a bit like, boo. I like words cannot describe. Um, at work, I was really a bit low and a bit mardy, and it's not really what I can be at work. So I had to put on a front all day, and I was exhausted. And I got home from work yesterday night. I think it was about 8:30. I had a cup of tea. I went in the bath and I got my pajamas on, and I was sat drinking another cup of tea with Oliver, and I was like, I just feel really like ugly and really disgusting and really there. He did try to like reassure me a bit, and he's very logical and he was like, look, what's the alternative? And I can't explain it sometimes. Like my body doesn't feel like my own. It feels, I've just got like this loose skin. I was literally laid in the bath, and in the water it shows the wrinkles and crinkles and everything more, and like my entire stomach was literally like the skin was just floating to the surface to a point I could literally, like, I can scoop it and hold it in my hands, and it just feels weird. And then I've got like all this loose skin like on my thighs and my arms, and I think I was just getting in my own head a bit, but I was just laid in the bath, pulling myself to pieces, being like, I've done all this work, and then I've just got this excess of loose skin that's all over my body, and it makes me feel like gross and horrible. And like some days I'm completely fine with it. I'm like, these are like my war wounds, and this is like what I've got from doing all what I've done, and I feel okay. I'm like, I'm totally fine. And I feel like I'm grateful for the stuff that I've got and what I've achieved so far. But then sometimes I just can't help but be really down on myself and be like I've got loose skin around my face. There's like not a part of my body that is not affected by the change in my body, and it's not that I don't logically expect this, and it's not logically in my head. I know why it's there, and I'm a bit grateful for it being there, because the alternative is the way, which was limiting me and putting barriers in place. And I didn't start this journey to look amazing and be like a page 3 model or anything, but it wouldn't be me if I weren't honest and I didn't record this and I didn't tell you the ups and downs that I feel and what I'm going through. So at the minute, like yesterday and last night in particular, and a little bit today, I just feel a bit flat and a bit down and a bit like I feel really unattractive, and it's like sending a spiral of thought through my head in terms of like in my relationship. I'm like, why is Oliver even with me? Really? Like, I couldn't imagine anybody finding me attractive, and I suppose it's quite hard to have them things going through your head, being that critical. And it's like people say things like, oh, you're so inspiring, you say this, that, and that. And I feel sometimes like the complete opposite. Like, I am here to be anybody's cheerleader. I will help in whatever way I can. I genuinely care that other people get to achieve their goals and feel better, and I'm really bothered about other people feeling better. But then I can't, I sometimes, like a lot of times, find it really hard to think that people would ever say that about me because I don't feel it about myself. Does that even make sense? I kind of hope and feel that this kind of feeling is normal and that other people feel like this a little bit sometimes, and I will kick myself up the arse and I will get better at this. I do think I'm being kinder to myself in general and trying to be a lot more appreciative of what I've got and what I've achieved and how far through this journey that I've come. But times like last night when I'm laid in the bath and I'm holding like a mound of like loose skin that looks horrible in that moment. Do you know, like, I think social media is so harsh, and like you see all these pictures or all these people with these perfect bodies, and then I'll sit and I'm like, yeah, but that's logical because you've abused your body for so long and allowing it to be overweight and not looking after yourself. And like, I almost go into like, logically, this makes sense, but you deserve this body because this is what you've been through. And sometimes it's like, I'm grateful for my body and where it is because it has been through a lot, and it's my story and it is everything that I've done. But then sometimes I'm really pissed off with myself that I've put myself in that position, and then it's like, you kind of deserve this loose skin because this is what you've done to yourself. And yeah, it's really, like, it's really hard sometimes, and I don't think your head is 100% there. Like, my body doesn't feel like my own at the minute. I'm almost more comfortable being bigger, because that's what I've always been. And there's a bit of like discomfort in that, in being a different size and not being what I always have been. And there's almost like a fear, I suppose, a change as well, and a pressure, I suppose, because not only have I got to work to be lighter and be healthier, but I've also then got to work to maintain that, and that's alien to me. Like, I'm not somebody that's put on weight when in the 20s or when they've had children. I've always been overweight, and I kind of don't know anything else. And I think it's a lot of the unknown in it. And it's not that I'm scared. I'm not scared to step into the unknown because I have a lifetime of that, and I kind of get a buzz out of that. But then there's moments like yesterday and today where I feel really low and really like, I don't really know just right now how to move forward with that. And I felt like this before, slightly different but the same. And I know inside of me that I can move forward with this. And I'm sure a lot of other people feel a lot of different ways, but I just expected to get to maybe this stage And some of the problems, I suppose, in my life and feelings that I pinned on being lighter, it's not come true. Like, it doesn't solve everything. It's not like, oh, people will like me more because I'm lighter, or I'll find everything easier because I'm lighter, and I'll like myself a bit more, and all these things. Like, there's some things that have come true, but it hasn't quite met up to the expectations that I thought it would do. And I'm not sure whether anybody else feels like that, but there was moments when I was bigger, when I was happier, because it was easier and it's what I'd always known. But I suppose I'm a little bit weird, and that's how my mind works, and that's where I'm at today. And as lovely as it is bringing you the story of success and telling you about when things change and I get into a smaller dress size, or I can walk more, or I'm feeling really good, I'm not a liar, so I'm not gonna also show you the downsides of this. That it is a massive, like, head screw, and something that you have to really, I've actually really got to work through it, and other people have too, because change isn't something that's natural, and it's not easy, and it doesn't come without discomfort, and this is my discomfort right now. And yeah, it's quite weird. It's really weird. On a plus note, I gave myself a little bit of exposure therapy yesterday. One of my clients who I trust and I like and I get on with, she was asking how I was getting on my journey, and I told her that I got my 12 Stone Award, and she was genuinely happy for me. And she asked me how much I weighed. Now, discussing that face to face for me is a massive no-go. I have learned over 40 years to hide that, and I bit the bullet and I told her how much I weighed, and then she worked out my starting weight. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of a freak out, and it wasn't the best day to do it because I was already feeling a little bit low, but I'm always up for a challenge, so I thought I'd throw myself in and just suck it up and get on with it. So I told her I felt really embarrassed. I felt really scared. I felt very anxious and fearful. And yeah, I went into a bit of panic, and it was not the best. But ultimately, I think it's good for me. It will be good for me long term to face up to them demons and be more open and honest with the people around me, and stop trying to hide all the time, because I don't think that does me any good either. Like, putting on a front and masking all the time is not cool. And I think with this job that I've got, I think sometimes it can be like, it almost becomes you, and you have to put on like a front a lot of the time. But sometimes that's probably more detrimental to your own well-being overall long term than what it's good. So I've bit the bullet and I've told somebody how much I weigh, which is a massive deal for me, which is crazy because I can record this and people can see it, but it's not something that I'm used to. And ultimately, I don't really care if people, like, logically speaking, I don't care if people know how much I weigh, but a habit of a lifetime of hiding that and never telling anybody is not easy to kind of do. And you know, to verbally say it, and I forced myself to do it, but it was a force. So all in all, Monday and Tuesday have been a little bit challenging. On plan, not so much. I've been absolutely fine. My meals are very basic because I'm really busy. But that's where I am right now. So I hope you're having a better week than me. I'm sure that tomorrow's a new day and I will wake up and feel back to normal and not be so down and harsh and critical of myself. But this is where I'm at today. My body feels completely alien to me. I feel a little bit lost as to how I'm going to overcome that. But it's all part of the journey, and that's what I'm bringing to you. So I hope you're having a better day than me, and here's to a better day tomorrow.